Hey, we're alive. You want to jump right into it?
Oh, I can't think of anything better to do on a Thursday night than go caching
Then
in the
go
Northwest.
caching in the Northwest.
That's
So
right.
get out and get caching. Okay, I'm going to hit record on my recorder. And I'm going to play some music.
Recorder.
Recorder. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to Caching in the Northwest. This is the only podcast dedicated to geocaching in the Great Pacific Northwest. And tonight we'll talk about caches and cachers unique to this little corner of the country. So, put on your thinking cap because it's time to go caching in the Northwest.
Oh, it's good to be back. Each show we've talked about, this little restructuring we had to do to our website due to our internet service provider and host and different things. And I'm still getting feedback that some of our listeners are having problems connecting with our podcast. So if you're not getting any new episodes into whatever podcatcher you're using, be that iTunes, Google Play, BlackBerry, Stitcher, whatever you're talking about.
Double twist.
Double twist. There you go.
Ah,
Double twist. Unsubscribe and then resubscribe to the show. We had to change our feed, and sometimes those podcatchers don't always catch up with the little change. So give that a shot, and that should get you back on track. So I really appreciate you listening. We've had a lot of people hit the website being able to watch the videos or download the audio, but it's so much easier when it comes directly to whatever mobile device you want to take with you. And we want that too. So stick us in your ears and head on out.
So kind of what you're saying is, have you tried turning it off and on again?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Yes.
By this time in the podcast, you may have those with, the earbuds right in close to the brain may have noticed that Land Monkey is not with us tonight.
I didn't notice that. Okay, yeah, I did.
You should have, because
I did.
there was this extra person not talking.
Yeah.
Maybe you noticed the not talking.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I did do the Canadian greeting in the video open, though, so in case he missed it and he's now listening, he knows exactly what that's all about.
Exactly. We'll catch up with him at the block party.
Oh, the block party, the block party. The block party is coming. You know that, don't you? It's just, 48 hours away or less, actually, isn't it?
Something like that. Yeah, we can say around the corner. By the time you've heard this in your earbuds,
that's
you've
right.
already missed the block party.
You've probably missed the block party unless you're really listening to the YouTube clip right after we go off air tonight. But anyway.
Exactly. Or, you can always catch us live.
That's right.
Come to Google+, circle Caching in the Northwest, or go to the Caching in the Northwest channel on YouTubes. On the YouTubes.
And there's links at cachingnw.com.
There is. How'd you know?
Yeah. Hey. So, the block party. And, speaking of the block party, who's going to be at the block party? How many more times can I say block party? Well, your very own Caching in the Northwest crew. That'd be you. That'd be me. So, if you're listening to the podcast, and if you're listening to last week's podcast this week, I don't know why I'm saying it now, swing by the block party, stop and say hi. We'd love to meet you, talk with you. We might even ask you a few questions. You might even be on a future podcast if you stop by and chit-chat with us on the recording-type devices.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so, come on by. We'll ask you a few questions, put you on a future podcast, because really, who doesn't want to be on Caching in the Northwest?
Yeah. Well, we won't go there. Everybody wants to be on Caching in the Northwest. We've had some great times there in the past. We've interviewed a lot of great lackeys and put them on the air and put some of you awesome local geocachers on the air. And, we'll even put you on the air if you're not a local. Just swing by and say hi.
Wow, that's
We're,
impressive.
yeah,
We'll
we're
put you on
supposed
the
to.
air even if you don't want to be on the air.
Well, I
No,
don't know
we
if we'll
wouldn't
go that
actually do
far.
that.
No.
I am the
Regardless,
bad cop. I do have
he
a
is the bad
reputation, by
cop,
the way.
but we're pretty nice guys overall.
Yeah.
That's probably why we finished last. Oh,
Yeah,
never
that's
mind.
true.
But we're supposed to be right in the middle of things this year.
Yeah.
So look us up. Eric, Uncle Buck, Uncle
James.
Fester, Uncle James. He always takes good care of us, doesn't he?
He does. He brings us people to take to interview. He brings us snacks. I mean,
does.
come on. And like I said, the great interviews. And all around, we have a great time there.
Yeah, and if you really want to win our hearts, bring us snacks.
Ooh.
It's really not more complicated than that.
Well,
So-
we will have a cooler there with water, perhaps some other a bit stronger beverage, like
Diet Coke.
Yeah. That
We
hey,
won't. Well, we can't
if
mention
you're
brand
out of
names.
water,
It'll be
come on by, caching in
it'll
the
be a-
Northwest. We'll hook you up.
caramel flavored diet beverage with aspartame, since we don't
Thank
use we don't use any brand names, right?
That's right.
If you'd like a can of boo, come on by. Beep. So, and if you can't find us,
Are you opening a can of beep?
yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Mix equal parts of blur and blur. So,
That's right.
if you have trouble finding us at the block party, and really we're not a mystery cache, so it shouldn't be that hard to find us. But if you do, I understand you're having a little something up your sleeve to make it easier, don't you?
Not
Something
just
about a
right
glimpse?
there in my hand on my smartphone.
Okay.
Yes. Glimpse. I don't know if you guys. We did a show on Glimpse.
We did talk about it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great product.
It's fun.
And it costs something that fits in my budget, zero, free.
That's right up my budget too.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to be broadcasting my position. I'm going to be available on Glimpse. So if you want to find us, perhaps as we're driving up or as we're moving around the block party, pull up Glimpse, look for the group tag. That's the exclamation point is what Glimpse uses. And block party. All one word, all lowercase. So exclamation point block party. Search for that in Glimpse. You'll be able to find us. And if you're using Glimpse yourself, go ahead and add yourself to that tag, and we'll be able to start getting a group of geocachers moving around the block party like ants at a picnic.
That could be a lot of fun. And if you're not familiar with Glimpse, go search for it. It's GLYMPSE. It's on the App Store and the Play Store for iOS and Android. It's a great, great tool. We really enjoy using it.
Yeah, it really is. Now, it's fun in a situation like this, but, it can be very helpful for long trips. It's getting to be back to school time. Perhaps you want to put Glimpse on the phone of your children as they're driving perhaps all the way to college or just simply back and forth to school. You can check up on them, make sure they're okay, because, mothers worry that the car's in the ditch. They can pull up on the web, on the smartphone, and look, nope, still on the road, everything's fine.
Everything's happy.
Glimpse is a great tool for safety, for security.
Yeah, and everything is awesome. Everything
Thank
is
you.
cool when you're part of the team. On the Glimpse team with exclamation mark block party.
There you go. I didn't know
There you
where
go.
you were going with that. That was funny.
So tonight, now that we got Glimpse and the block party out of the way, it's August, and we want to talk tonight about the 7 souvenirs of August. It sounds like a mystery from an adventure movie. Look out, the 7 souvenirs of August. They were never seen again.
It would be a goose.
Yes, August. Well, the 7 souvenirs of August may never be seen again after August. It's not a mystery movie. It's really a fun experience that geocaching.com has put together for something to get out and enjoy the great Northwest in the summertime and wherever you happen to be. The geocaching.com website URL is geocaching.com/myaccount/7 souvenirs, spelled out SEVEN, souvenirs. We'll tell you all about it. If you can't find the show notes, can't remember that URL, just go to Google and type geocaching 7 souvenirs.
Perhaps they're driving.
Yes.
And they can't take the time to spell out 7 souvenirs on their smartphone, which, please don't try that while you're driving.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. I'd come up with something unique to say, but I'm tired and I don't have the energy tonight. Yes, I do. Anyway, their description. Let me read it to you while you're driving down the road on the way to the block party. This August, your mission is to explore more of the geocaching universe. What you need to do is find specific geocache types and earn 6 unique souvenirs for your geocaching profile. If you're not sure which geocache type to find first, there's a quiz in the geocaching blog, and you can discover your geocaching personality. I took the quiz. According to the quiz, I am a sightseer. There you go.
That actually fits you.
I think it does, actually. It worked. I thought the quiz was pretty accurate, even though it claims to have no scientific backing at all.
Well, so, I'm going to give it the geocaching or caching in the Northwest seal of approval.
All right. That and $2 will get you coffee at Starbucks.
$2.
So once you earn all of those 6 souvenirs, you will be among the super cachers that unlock a special 7th souvenir.
Cool.
Yeah, so, really cool. Tell us what those are.
Well, I will.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to list all 6 right here, and the secret, very special 7th.
All right.
So, find a traditional cache, and you earn the Explorer souvenir. That's a pair of shoes. Who doesn't want a good pair of shoes?
Sounds simple enough. Yeah.
Find a mystery cache, and you earn the Puzzler souvenir.
That's
Find a multi-cache, and you earn the Wits End souvenir. I mean, the Sightseer souvenir.
You know, you could call it Wits End if you like. Why not?
Okay. Attend a Cedo event, or find an Earth cache and earn the Nature Lover souvenir.
So you get a choice on that one.
Yeah. One that's really easy to do at the block party.
Yeah.
Attend an event, a mega event, or even the very rare Giga event.
Oh.
And unlock the Socializer souvenir. Find a virtual cache, a Where I Go, a letterbox hybrid, or a webcam cache. Those are all hard to come by these days. And you can earn the collector souvenir. Now,
very cool.
Once you have all 6 of those souvenirs, you're immediately given a special 7th souvenir. That's the Achiever souvenir. And I need to say, all of these are stored in a very nice souvenir case in your geocaching.com account.
How cool is that? They've gone over and above again. That's really nice.
I think the geocaching case is a nice wood inlaid case that you're going to enjoy. No, it's all virtual.
Is it a wooden JPEG or a wooden PNG file?
Ooh, I would go with PNG.
I know the page I looked at it this evening, and there's over 13,000 geocaches have already completed the challenge to find that Achiever souvenir, and it's certainly something to be proud of. I didn't even know that there was a special case for them. That's really nice. Geocaching.com have done it again. They've put together a fun, creative, rewarding mission, and one of those 6 types you mentioned is the Socializer souvenir, didn't you?
Yes.
And as you mentioned, that involves an event cache. So here's what I recommend. Get busy. The block party's just around the corner. It's practically on our heels. Go out and find those other 5 souvenirs, the 5 cache types that give you the souvenirs, if I'm speaking correctly here. And then Saturday, when you're at the block party, log the event. There's your 6th souvenir. Bang, you've got the 7th Achiever souvenir. What better way to finish the 7 souvenirs of August than to complete the mission at Geocaching HQ at the block party, where the Bad Cop will be, live and in person.
Yes, as will Mr. Wits End and the Land Monkeys.
Yes.
So you need to stop on by our booth. Shake our hands. Let us shake your hands and say thank you for listening to Caching in the Northwest.
Absolutely.
So that really sounds like a good plan to me you've got there. I'm curious to see if any of our listeners have completed the 7 souvenirs in a single day. Is
there you
that
go.
A challenge?
That's an exceptional challenge.
I know Mr. Land Monkey did a video for each one of the 7 souvenirs. I think that's a nice little way to celebrate it. So there's different ways that people want to go about this.
Yeah. I could watch all 7 videos in a day.
Yeah,
would that count for anything?
Uh, you get the couch potato souvenir for that one.
Special direct from Land Monkey GC.
Yeah, there you go. So, if you're going to be out caching anyway, work to get in these extra cache types that maybe you don't normally do.
Yeah.
Go ahead, crank those out, get the souvenirs, because once August is gone, you can't exactly go and find the 7 souvenirs in August in September. Now, can you?
They wouldn't hardly be the 7 souvenirs of August if it was September, now would they?
That's right.
Yeah, I agree. Go out and get those souvenirs. I mean, they're a fun thing, and it's been fun to see how others have been doing it. The block party event, I think, would be the ultimate way to finish off the capstone of your 7 souvenirs of August arch. But I know other people from reading blogs and reading the geocaching forums, they've created events specifically so that everybody that comes to the event can get a souvenir and add one more step in their 7 souvenirs of August. There was a flash mob event I saw in Nevada when I was reading the web here, that you show up and all show up at the same time, take a picture, log the event, and there's a souvenir for you. There's lots of ways to achieve the 7 souvenirs of August. The important thing is to get out and get them done and just have fun.
Exactly. Now, the block party is a lot of fun. I mean, it's a time to meet lackeys. It's a time to meet other geocachers. It's really turned into an all-day event. One thing we didn't mention, Friday, that's going to be tomorrow if you're listening now, they have the Geocaching International Film Festival. They've kind of spun that off to an event beforehand, which I think is really nice. It gives it a little more merit, a little more, stands on its own.
Sure.
Now, Sunday, there's another mega event because, one is not enough. Go for, multiple events on a weekend. And that one is the Going Ape Again event. It's a mega event. It's been held several years in a row. It's hosted by none other than the Washington State Geocaching Association. And WSGA hosts events well.
They really do, yeah. They know how to throw a party, if you will.
Yeah, so it's event weekend here in the Northwest.
Where else can you sign a gorilla, sign an ape?
That's right. How many apes do you see with sandwich boards, really?
Well, I've seen one.
Yeah.
One, I suppose. And I signed it.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've talked about that in the past. It's a great event on its own. If you miss the block party, you can go up there and still finish the 7 souvenirs of August on block party weekend, here.
There you go.
In the Great Pacific Northwest.
Oh, did we mention it's International Geocaching Day?
Is it?
Well, of course it is. They host the block party on International Geocaching Day.
Yes.
So, I mean, really, there may be these other big events around the country, but I think this is the pinnacle. This is the one that people want to go to. This is the one that, is hosted right here in our Northwest. So,
absolutely, geocaching has taken off and become a global hide-and-seek game in the past time. It's exploded in Europe, but it started in the Pacific Northwest. And it's headquartered in the Pacific Northwest. And we do a podcast in the Pacific Northwest. Coincidence? I think not. So come to the block party in the Pacific Northwest.
You're really good at repeating certain terms over and over again within a single sentence.
I'm sensing a theme.
Yeah, well, good for you. Well, the theme I want to get across right now is a theme of thank you. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this episode of Caching in the Northwest. You can be part of the show. Call into 253-693-TFTC and leave us a comment, concern, correction, or even a question any time of the day or night. Of course, you can always email us at feedback@cachingnw.com. Visit the website for show notes on this show or more about any of the other Caching in the Northwest podcast. Your support helps keep the quality shows coming. So if you like the show, just click the PayPal button on the website. The show is licensed under Creative Commons Attributions 3.0 license, copyright 2014 by Chris Umfenauer. Thanks, folks.
Good night, all. See you at the block party.
Geocaching in the Northwest.
That's right.
Okay, I paused the recording.
You paused the looping in the music.
Boy, I was tongue-tied.
Well, it's been a long week at work.
Yes, it has.
It's been a long summer. And I was plagued by some rather large insect flitting about my face throughout most of this episode. So, what it was, it's still here somewhere because I couldn't get it. I didn't want to start flailing madly on the air, even though we're still technically on the air.
Yeah, well, you know my situation here, right? Ever since I had some work done, my studio is down here in the basement, and I had some work done, and we had the basement doors open all day long for a good 8 hours.
Oh yeah.
And after that, I had mosquitoes in this room. Nowhere else in the house, just this room. And I'm not down here much during the week, and I'd come down, just for geo gearheads and caching in the Northwest, and these mosquitoes are flying around. Well,
tell you
the other night,
it's time to hang a bug zapper.
My son opens the door to go down to the basement, and he goes, "Get laundry." That was it. He comes back. He goes, "Dad, there are mosquitoes." Yeah, I know there's a few. No, more than a few. There's like 20 of them. And I open the door, and right there on the ceiling, in nice white ceiling, just covered with mosquitoes.
Oh.
Uh-oh. They hatched.
Yeah.
Bug spray. Got them all.
I was going to say, set off a couple of bug bombs and go out for dinner.
Yeah, that doesn't work as a thing so much in this house. But yeah. So anyway, I thought that was funny. I was like, okay, well, they did migrate.
Yeah.
But I don't see any now.
I don't know where the large insect that was attacking me is either, but I thought it was a moth, and then it landed one time and it didn't look like a moth, so I don't know what it was.
Crane fly, perhaps?
Maybe. It was big and winged.
Winged. I haven't.
Here I am sitting in the bright light, so guess where it comes?
Yeah, exactly. I haven't done a lot of work to keep the spiders out. Kind of want them around right now for the other winged beasts. Winged. I like that term.
Winged.
Hey.
Hey.
It's time for us to go to bed.
It is.
Each separately. Don't misinterpret that.
Absolutely.
I will see you Saturday at the block party.
Absolutely.
Before then.
Probably before then, because we're going to ride up together, I think.
Exactly.
So, yeah. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.